What's going on, boys and girls? Today we're going to be doing a Brussels Sprouts casserole. Now, I've never done a Brussels Sprouts casserole before, but I've done a bunch of other casseroles before. And this one right here is going to be just as good. So you guys sit back, relax, and let me know if you're going to like this, if you do this recipe, if you're going to like it. Also, hit that little thumbs up button over there in the corner. That gives the algorithm sends out a signal to people to watch the video that, that other folks might find it interesting. I don't know how to explain it, but I know it works. You just have to hit that little thumbs up. You don't have to pay anything for hitting the thumbs up. Now, if you subscribe to the channel, yeah, you got to get a nickname and all that good stuff. But if you just want to like my video, you can hit the thumbs up. And again, that changes the algorithm and allows more people to see it. Anyway, here we go. Okay, guys, now you could really do this with 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts, but I didn't have 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts. I had about a pound and, I don't know, maybe a pound. It's not even a pound and a half. So I added some onion, 1 medium onion. I added about 1/4 cup of mushrooms, added 1/2 of a bell pepper, added some, you can see the garlic right there, some minced garlic. That's about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. We're going to be using some of my salt and pepper mixture. That's salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, white pepper, and mustard powder. We got some Parmesan cheese, got some vegetable broth, got a little bit of nutmeg. We've got some Mexican 4 cheese blend. You can also use some Swiss cheese, guys. Got some sour cream. You can use some heavy whipping cream. Those are Panko Bread crumbs. Those are the gluten-free ones there. And we're going to be using some gluten-free flour as well. And don't forget about our friend butter. All right, guys, let's put this thing together. We've already got our vegetables chopped up. Let's go ahead and add our broth to the water. Oh, that sounded all kinds of stupid. Let's go ahead and add our broth to the water. Let's go ahead and add our broth to the pan. I'm not even tired yet. I haven't even had a drink yet today, y'all. So we're going to bring that to a boil. And then once we bring it to a boil, we're going to add our vegetables in there. Alrighty, so we're going to bring that up to a boil, guys. And don't laugh at my pot. That is actually a pressure cooker pot. But it's the right size, and I haven't found one. I've never used it as a pressure cooker. I always like the size of the pot itself. So we're going to add our Brussels sprouts in here. Again, I'm sure I could find a pot this size, but this thing is weathered and worn, and it's got the burns on the side, so it just works. So we're going to put the Brussels sprouts in there. We're going to put the onions, the bell peppers, the garlic, and the mushrooms in there as well too. We're going to give this a little stir, and we're going to let that come to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, we're going to let it boil on its own for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to take it off the heat and put it in our casserole dish. So we're going to let that come to a boil. All right, it's up to a boil now. Let that boil for about 2 minutes. Then we'll take it off. All right, we're going to turn the heat off here, because we don't want to cook that all the way, because it's going to be cooking in the oven anyway. All righty, we're going to take our casserole dish here, baking pan. Just spread it a little bit here, just so it doesn't stick. And we're going to take one of these strainers here, guys, and we're just going to get our Brussels sprouts mixture, put it in there. We want to reserve the liquid that's left in the pot. And you'll have a lot left in there, because we're getting ready to make a sauce for this. Get all this out here. And I'm not going to bore you guys, and we'll come back once I get it all out. Alrighty, there we go. Now we're going to make our sauce. Alright, we're going to have 4 tablespoons, which is 1/4 cup of butter. I'm going to melt that down. Alrighty, after butter is melted, we're going to add in our flour. And you're kind of making a little roux here, y'all. That's about 1/4 cup of flour, y'all. Gonna get that all nice and moist. Just kind of making it smooth. And then we're going to add in 1.5 cups of our broth that we have here. And again, we're cooking this on medium, y'all. Come right back. So we're going to put in 1.5 cups of our broth here. That was 1, and then we'll do a half here. That's probably too much. Half here. We're going to give that a stir, y'all. Again, this is kind of going to be like a thickener. It almost looks like a gravy, doesn't it? Look how it's already thickening up. Looks good. Now we're going to put in our sour cream or our heavy whipping cream. Alrighty, and there's about a cup left in here, y'all. So we're going to put that in there. That's already thickening up. Yep, see, that's about a cup, y'all. Get it all out. Don't know how I always end up with about a cup left over of this stuff. I guess I'm not the only one that uses that stuff. See how it's thickening up? Oh, that's going to be so good, y'all. Now we're going to stir this until it's nice and smooth. Now at this point we're going to add in our salt and our pepper. And this is about a teaspoon of this, y'all. Because again, this is a mixture of salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and mustard powder. Give it a nice little stir. Look how thick that's getting. Oh, we got to get our nutmeg. Don't forget about your nutmeg. And we're going to do about 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. We don't need much. Ooh, that's a nice little thickener too, y'all. Look how nice and smooth that is. Sorry this is taking so long here. Promise you it's not going to be a 15-minute video. I hope it's not. What are we on now? 8 minutes. All right. Excuse me. All right, now we're going to pour our sauce up here. I got to get that up there. Move this out of the way, y'all. Oh, look how easy that came out, y'all. Now, we're going to give that a mix. So, let's give everything a nice little mix here. We're not going to stop right here. You know, we got some cheese to put up there too. We're going to make a little sauce with that cheese. This is going to be so good, y'all, so good. All right, we come right back, y'all. We'll get our other thing made. All right, now we're also going to add our cheese here, y'all. We're going to use about 1.5 cups of cheese here. And we're just going to eyeball this cheese. All right, it's about 1.5 cups of cheese. Get a nice little mix. Now you could have done this with the other mixture that we put in there, but I kind of forgot. But it's not going to make a difference at this point. All right. All right, now we're going to have about 4 tablespoons of butter here. We're going to get that nice and melted. Nice and melted. Let that melt down here. We'll come back once it's melted. All right, now we're going to take a half a cup of our gluten-free panko. And that was about half a cup, y'all. Get a nice little mix. Just let that kind of melt down a little bit. It's not really going to melt down that much. And then we're going to put some of our Parmesan cheese in there. About a half a cup of our Parmesan cheese. I'm going to let that melt a little bit here. Just let that might. And then we're going to pour this all over this sauce, guys. It's going to be so pretty. You know, you're trying to just melt it up real good. And this is going to give it a little bit of a crust here. Again, if you've got regular breadcrumbs, you can use those, but we're keeping this gluten-free right here. So get everything nice and mixed in. Let's go back over to the other dish, the casserole dish, put it on top. All right, so we're going to just put a little bit at a time. We want to spread this out evenly, y'all. Just make sure that it's kind of even here. So do it slowly and just make sure it spreads. Make sure it spreads right. Make sure your oven should be preheated to 375. And we're going to go in there for about 30 minutes. If it didn't spread right, just spread it a little. Spread it a little. I can't talk today. Spread it a little all over the dish here. And we're going to put this in the oven right now. And then we'll come back when it's done, y'all. Guys, look at how that came out. Does that not look good? Again, I've never tried one like this before, but we're going to see how this baby tastes. Of course, it's too hot to eat right now. We're going to let it cool down. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but we're going to be tasting this. And I got to see what my wife thinks of it. So we'll come back once we sit down at the table. I'm making some steaks and making some mashed cauliflower as well too, but this is just going to be part of the meal. Alrighty, so we've got our Brussels Sprouts casserole, some mashed cauliflower, and got some prime ribeye steaks there. We're going to see what the wife thinks of the Brussels Sprouts casserole. Let's see, guys. All right, y'all, we're going to try the Brussels Sprouts here. My wife's already tasted hers. Let's see what mine tastes like. Well, mine got to taste the same way hers does.
Did I lie to you?
Very good.
I didn't lie to you.
You like it, sweetie?
Oh my God, it's so delicious.
So good, guys.
It's really good.
You got to try the Brussels Sprouts casserole.
Did you make that up?
God. Well, I didn't make it up, but
It's good.
I took another recipe and just added to it.
Whatever.
Yep. Came out good, y'all. Look at that. Look at that food right there.
Oh, so good.
Marsha's got hers over there. Don't mess with mine. Anyway, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, hit that little thumbs up, send the videos out, and you guys have a great day. Try the Brussels Sprouts casserole. Peace.